Now, the Resistance Front has been declared a terror organization by the Ministry of Home Affairs, and they've been declared a terror organization under the UAPA. There are a bunch of reasons that they have listed when it comes to why the TRF has been declared a terror organization. We will be connecting with our reporter shortly to get you more details on the significance of this. Now, when it comes to the reasons, we are being joined by CNN News 18's editor Arnima to get us more details. Arnima, can you tell us the reasons why the TRF has now been banned?
If you see the notification that has been issued, the Gazette notification, it lists out how the Resistance Front has been carrying out recruitment of youngsters in Jammu and Kashmir for terror activities on the World Wide Web, on social media platforms. It has been carrying out propaganda against India and also using social media platforms for recruitment. TRF has been named in multiple terror conspiracies by various investigating agencies, NIA, the SIA, the local police, Jammu and Kashmir, for many incidents of terror, of murder, of killing. TRF has been named in the recent past. They have emerged as the key terror organization. At one time, it was Lashkar and Jaish-e-Mohammed and Hizbul Mujahideen. But in the last couple of years, it is the TRF which has come up as the lead terror organization, the main proxy that Pakistan has been using. So given this backdrop, Ministry of Home Affairs has decided to proscribe TRF, which means it is now a banned organization. Any membership would attract penal provision, and its head has been named as a terrorist wanted here in India.
All right. Now, could you also give us some more information about why the ban has been is taking place now? Because the TRF has been in existence for quite some time.
Absolutely. The notification itself says that the TRF first came into existence back in 2019, and at that time it was seen as a proxy of Lashkar-e-Taiba. Now, Lashkar is a banned organization. Perhaps that's why, in its wisdom, the Ministry of Home Affairs thought that this was a right hand of or a front organization of Lashkar, and since Lashkar was banned, this legality was not required. But eventually, we have seen that for every big terror incident that has happened, it is TRF with that name, with the name of the Resistance Front. They have come up with banners, posters, or social media posts claiming responsibility. So this was like a propaganda that TRF was indulging in by saying that we are the lead organization taking on the Indian government, taking on the Indian army, and thereby trying to influence youth in Jammu and Kashmir to join them. And therefore, perhaps it became essential for Ministry of Home Affairs to not just treat it as a front organization of Lashkar, but name it specifically as a proscribed organization under UAPA. Like I said, once you are named under UAPA as a banned organization, any association with that group, either as an overground worker or as somebody providing logistical support, would immediately attract penal action.
All right, Arnima, I do have one more question for you. Now, when it comes to the information that we've received is that Sheikh Sajid Gol, who is a commander of the TRF, has now been designated as a terrorist under the 4th schedule of the said act, that is the UAPA. Does that mean now that there is going to be a manhunt for this individual?
See, all these terrorists who have been named, and I was talking to you about this earlier also, just day before yesterday, there was another Gazette notification whereby the head of ISIS Jammu and Kashmir, ISJK, was also named under UAPA, making him a wanted terrorist as well. But the thing is, Indian agencies believe all of these commanders and heads of these organizations are sitting in Pakistan. They're not here. And Pakistan, we have seen from Masood Azhar to Hafiz Saeed, have never cooperated with India. They have pointedly refused to hand over these wanted terrorists to India for prosecution. But you know what?
All right, Arnima, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to interrupt you. Do stay with us. We're also being joined by Mr. Kavinder Gupta, former Deputy CM of the J&K. Mr. Gupta, thank you so much for speaking to CNN News 18. The latest information that we have is that the Resistance Front has now been declared a terror organization by the MHA under UAPA. How do you see this?
देखिए, एक पॉजिटिव स्टेप है जिस प्रकार से ये TRF पाकिस्तान में बैठ करके यहाँ आतंक फैलाने का काम करती है और बहुत से लोग उनके यहाँ भी अंडरग्राउंड ओवरग्राउंड वर्कर बन करके काम कर रहे हैं और इनके लिंक्स डिपार्टमेंट्स तक हैं जो कि इनको सारी जानकारी देते हैं। उसी के कारण से इस प्रकार का माहौल बना। MHA ने एक बहुत अच्छा स्टेप लिया है, सराहनीय स्टेप लिया है और इसके साथ जुड़े हुए जो भी लोगों की इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगी उनको उन पर एक्शन होगा और जल्दी उनको गिरफ्तार भी किया जाएगा। और TRF ने पहले भी नाम बदल करके ये पहले ही इस प्रकार की ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ये चलती थी, लेकिन उन्होंने अब नाम बदल करके इसको किया है, तो अच्छा है। मुझे लगता है इससे जरूर जो राजौरी में दूसरे दिनों का ये टारगेट किलिंग्स लगातार कश्मीरी पंडित की लिस्टें निकालते रहे, उस पर उससे अंतर आएगा और निश्चय ही हालात सुधरने का एक सही तरीका है।
Now, do you think this is going to make a big difference in the valley when it comes to terror acts that we've seen evolve, especially over the last couple of months? All right, we'll try to reestablish that connection. But remember, for right now, the big news is that the Resistance Front has been declared a terror organization by the MHA, and this is under the UAPA. Now, there are multiple reasons that have been given. CNN News 18's Arnima did elaborate on those. We'll go through them once more for you. Number one, the Resistance Front is recruiting youth through online mediums for the furtherance of terrorist activities. Number two, the Resistance Front has been involved in carrying out propaganda on terror activities as well. This is about the recruitment of terrorists, the infiltration of terrorists, and the smuggling of weapons and narcotics from Pakistan into Jammu and Kashmir. Now, number three, the Resistance Front is involved in psychological operations on social media platforms for inciting people of Jammu and Kashmir to join terrorist outfits against the Indian state. Number four, Sheikh Sajjad Gul, who is a commander of the Resistance Front, has been designated as a terrorist under the fourth schedule of the said act. Number five, the activities of the Resistance Front are detrimental for the national security and sovereignty of India. Number six, a large number of cases has been registered against the members and associates of the Resistance Front relating to the planning of killings of security force personnel and innocent civilians of Jammu and Kashmir, co-coordinating and transporting weapons to support prescribed terrorist organizations and terror attacks on security forces and the killing of innocent people. And number seven, the central government believes that the Resistance Front is involved in terrorism and it has committed and participated in various acts of terrorism in India. So remember, the Resistance Front has been declared a terror organization by the MHA under the UAPA. Now, there's some more breaking